on the ABC Listen app, your smart speaker and on AM radio.
This is ABC Radio Melbourne and Victoria with Brigitte Duclos.
Sleep deprivation can be used in a defence against murder. If that doesn't tell you how important good sleep is for you, I don't know what will. Moira Junger is the CEO of the Sleep Foundation. She knows everything there is to know about sleep, why we do, why we don't, and how we can fix it. Hello, Moira.
Hello, Bridge. Good to be back.
I have not been looking forward to seeing you as much as I like you, because I think last time we spoke I'd had my sleep study and I was going to get my CPAP machine.
Yes, I'm keen to hear how you got on.
Okay. Well, just for background, they diagnosed me with sleep apnea, sent me off to the CPAP person. First night, I went to bed with this, and for those who haven't seen one, it's a mask with a big, thick tube that then goes into a machine. It blows sort of
air.
Air.
It blows room air down.
Blows air.
Airway to keep it open.
To keep your airways open, yes.
I
I woke up to find the CPAP machine hauled across the other side of the bed. I obviously must have gone, woken up and chucked it. And
the machine? Or just the mask and the tubing? Yeah.
The next night, I took it to my partner to show him, and he went, oh, my God. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I didn't like it. Not because of that. I didn't like it. I felt claustrophobic. I didn't like it, and I've got rid of it.
Okay, so it's great that I'm so happy that you can share this with everyone, because, you know, it's really common to not take to it very easily.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because last time you were here, we had all these people ringing saying, the CPAP machine's fabulous. Give us a call, actually, if you want to join the conversation. 1300 222 774.
It is hopeful. I was hoping that you would like it, because it is a good, effective, safe treatment.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. It made me feel like I was in a hospital situation, and I don't want to feel like that at home.
It's felt too clinical for you.
Very clinical, yeah. And it's not a big... I mean, the hose is huge.
I haven't noticed that they're huge, maybe disproportionate. Maybe the masks have got so small that the
Oh, I'm not trying to ruin your gig here, Moira, but I've got to be honest with you.
No, it's good that you're honest, and I think that it's important that... but people, the thing is, you've got obstructive sleep apnea, and obviously more than at least moderately severe. So you need to have some kind of treatment at some point to get that under control, because untreated sleep apnea is associated with a whole lot of health risks, and at the very least feeling really awful, feeling really sleepy, feeling tired, feeling, so
I know.
So we need to keep working away at it, but it is a work in progress.
But there are some people that don't have that are allowed to not have that CPAP machine, that don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not just me.
Yeah, I think you would be not alone. I think when I was working clinically as a psychologist in the sleep disorder centres, it wasn't uncommon at all to have what I would call like CPAP adherence treatment, like people who weren't using their CPAP and needed to. And sometimes it was because they were claustrophobic. They'd had a lot of problems with, like, they don't like lifts, they don't like diving and snorkeling, they don't like that feeling.
I don't like car parks. Is that part of it?
Yeah, well, maybe. They're just feeling trapped, and I think there's a whole lot of stuff we could probably unpack offline.
Offline, yeah. We won't bore them. We won't bore everybody with it, but I am interested. In fact, Peter's on the line from Ballarat. Peter, you're talking to Dr. Moira Junger. What's your experience with a CPAP?
Oh, hi. Yes, it's Peter. I've just had a sleep study and need to get something to improve my sleep. And as part of the sleep study, they said that the sleep apnea machines, a lot of people don't like them and end up not using them. But there's a very high uptake and retention of the jaw mandibular devices. So my question is, I've gone looking for a device, but there are dozens and dozens on the market. How do I choose a good one?
Yeah, that's important. I think, Peter, thanks for your really important question. I think that your sleep physician would be the one best placed, because sometimes people it's not an option for them to have a mandibular advancement splint, so just the little mouth guard that brings your jaw forward to keep the airway open in the same way that the CPAP is designed to do. Because if you're sort of quite severe, then it's like maybe I think your sleep physician would have suggested you had a mandibular advancement splint.
Yes.
Maybe it was not in the
Well, they said try the CPAP first, then go to that, yeah.
And the thing is, Peter, it's probably best to get it a specialist dentist, like not just buy it off the shelf, like get a specialist dentist who understands sleep and understands sleep apnea, and they'll get it moulded to your mouth.
That's a fair enough point, except to go straight to a dentist, it's going to cost I think $1,500. What I wanted to do was to not be in the situation that the host has said where she's bought a machine and now thrown it across the bedroom. I wanted to actually buy, you can buy them about $150
that's right,
and just try to see what I thought of it. And then if I liked it, I'd then probably consider, going to a dentist and getting a fitted one.
Yeah, I know. I can see that argument. And I think the thing is when it's properly moulded to you and your particular shape of your mouth.
Better.
It's hard to do the trial.
Because someone, Peter, did suggest to me you could just get any old mouth guard, but that's not correct, is it?
No.
So, but I mean, maybe if it was, maybe you could still try that, Peter. Like if it's just a cheap one
just
somewhere.
To see if it's going to
I wouldn't think
work.
though. As long as you know that if it doesn't work, that it's still worth the trial. That's all.
Okay, Julie is on the line for you, Moira. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Bridge. I'm on the line for you.
Oh.
Rest assured, after 2 years, I hate it with a passion.
Oh, it's awful, isn't it?
I find it really awful, and it feels like an octopus is stuck to my face.
Yes, that's how I felt with all 8 legs.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got dear friends that feel the same, and I've got other friends that love it. There is quite a lot of people that can't tolerate it very well.
But Julie, sounds like you're still...
I'm a retired nurse, and I know that this is good for me, and it is hard every night.
But you are using it every night, Julie?
No.
But you've still got it, Julie. You've still got it, even though it's like an octopus.
I tend to throw it off quite regularly. But, the humidity hasn't been good either, in all honesty.
No,
but
that's true.
I just find the straps cut my head. They're really uncomfortable, the strapping as well. And I've tried several. I've tried probably 4 or 5 different ones, so... Yeah,
it does need a lot of support.
I just wanted to reassure you that...
I'm not the only one. Thank you, Julie.
It's not easy, and people told me it wouldn't be easy.
Yeah.
So,
no, thank you.
Definitely not
and
easy.
they do say, to be fair on them, they do say give it a month, but I gave it one night. But mind you, I did get braces on and got rid of them after 1 week, so clearly I'm not very good at sticking to things.
So I think, maybe we could talk you through just one more trial, maybe.
I'm talking to the very persuasive Dr. Moira Junger, the CEO of Sleep Foundation. We're talking about sleep apnea. We're talking about all things sleep. If you would like to talk to Moira, please give us a call, 1300 222 774, like Andrew has done. Hello, Andrew.
Yes, hi, Brigitte. It's quite ironic that I'm speaking to you. I'm travelling nearly on the same road I was 5 weeks ago when we first about the CPAP machine.
Oh, Andrew, I think we're going to have to get you back. We'll ring you back. We've just lost you on the line there. I'm sorry. We'll give you a buzz back. Anna's in Newport. Hi, Anna.
Oh, hi, Brigitte. Brigitte, I'm on Team Moira. My husband had the most dreadful sleep apnea, and he found a really great CPAP provider who sent him home with, over several weeks he tried several different fittings and masks and tubes until he found one that he liked and that was comfortable for him. And seriously, it has saved our marriage, saved his health, and he has just not looked back. He's sleeping better, he's lost weight, he's got more energy. I'm now sleeping. It has absolutely been a godsend. We couldn't have lived without it.
Oh,
so
that's good.
That's great to hear, Anna.
Okay, well, you and...
If there's any chance of persisting, please do.
All right, you and Moira on the same team. Thank you, Anna. No, I appreciate that. Look, I know people the same who've loved it, so thank you. Andrew has pulled over. Now we might better speak to him. Sorry, Andrew, what were you saying?
That's all right, Brigitte. Yes, I was listening to you 5 weeks ago when you first brought up the subject, and I'm on the same route to Port Fairy as I was then.
Oh, okay.
I was actually thinking, wonder how Bridgette's going with her CPAP machine, because I've had mine 3 weeks and also struggled initially with the nasal piece and had great difficulty in actually breathing out through my nose, and then tried the full face mask and thought I was suffocating. But gone back to the nasal piece and it's slowly getting better. But I must admit at this stage the jury's still out. Yeah. But I think if I can persevere, I think I'll be better for it. But it's certainly not easy. It's a tough adjustment.
That's great to hear, Andrew, because it is a bit about perseverance, Bridge.
It is, and clearly I'm not resilient. I need to go and get resilience training.
The braces story has swayed me to be a bit harsher with you.
I think you're absolutely right. Thank you, Andrew. Gosh, lots of people, so many calls and texts here. It's amazing. I'm speaking to Dr. Moira Junger, the CEO of the Sleep Foundation, who knows everything about sleep apnea, and these horrible CPAP machines. Hello, Michelle.
Oh, hello. Yes, my son has one for about a month now, and he's really happy with the results, but he's come out in a horrible rash all over his face because of the latex. Must be inside, the whatever's wrapped around their face.
The mask, yes.
Is there anything that can be done with that?
I'm not sure. There would be products. So he wouldn't be alone with having sort of like a latex allergy. So there must be some that are made. He'd have to be really specific about asking for a product that doesn't have latex in it.
Yeah, because it's great if it's working well for him.
Yeah, what a shame. Yes, I'm sure there's solutions to that for sure. There's different products.
Yeah, okay. Well, good luck with that, Michelle. It's worth asking the question. Sandra is on the line. Hi, Sandra.
How are you today?
Very well.
I have thrown mine away. Well, I haven't thrown it, I don't use it. Because when I used to go to work and have the machine on before I went to work, you take it off and the railway tracks are on your face and they stay there all day. And they're quite unattractive. I've got enough wrinkles without having added wrinkles.
Is it wrong of me to laugh, Sandra, but I feel your pain.
Yes, that's why I'm not wearing it.
Oh, so I would suggest that it needs a different size or different straps are too tight.
You've got to have it quite tight though, otherwise it won't work.
Yeah, so you shouldn't have to have railway track dint marks on your face all day.
You shouldn't have to look like a monster.
That's for sure.
No. Oh,
that's
Sandra.
terrible. I think I'd rather snore.
Yep. See, it's not just me, Moira.
No, it's not.
No, it's horrible. They're horrible. They're so ugly. They should invent something that's less...
Yes, something less invasive.
Well,
all the day, yes.
Yeah, there's other options, of course, in terms of depending how severe it is, and sometimes weight loss, sometimes surgery, sometimes the mandibular advancements, but there's a range of options. The point is that you do need to have it treated at some point in some way.
No, the point you're making, and I am having a bit of fun with you, but yeah, it's not something you just let go. I do understand that.
And hopefully you didn't have to buy it. Surely it was a trial.
Yeah, it was a trial. Yeah, so I took it back. It was toot sweet.
Absolutely.
Mark is on the line. Hello, Mark.
Yeah, hi, Bridge. Look, I've had success with a different sort of device for sleep apnea. I went to a sleep specialist and did the Austin Hospital sleep study thing, and he found that it was when I was sleeping on my back that it was a problem. On side, it wasn't. So he suggested this little device that you put around a collar on your neck with a little vibrating thing at the back of your neck, and that wakes you up when you sleep on your back. And then you sort of turn over, and after a few weeks, it hardly ever goes off. And I've had it for 2 years now, and it's been 100% successful.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I would say so those positional devices are quite inexpensive, really simple, really non-invasive, no side effects. But I'd imagine, Bridge, I know that you must have have sleep apnea in all positions, because otherwise that would have been suggested to you.
Yeah, but I did hear that, Mark, that if they can work out that just happens in one spot, that's really helpful.
That's a perfect solution.
But not me, unfortunately.
Good on you, Mark.
Yvonne, hello. You're talking to Dr. Moira Junger from the Sleep Foundation.
Hello, Brigitte. Hello, Moira. Thank you for this segment. I think it's a very important one to bring to the public notice. My husband passed away last August, and he was in hospital for a period of almost 9 months, and then he moved into aged care, and he was there for 3 months. I just wanted to say, and I was visiting him every day, there was only one nurse who really expressed confidence in helping my husband with the sleep apnea apparatus. And in that time, 2 of the pipes got broken, at the end, at the junction. And and sometimes he never ever fiddled with any of the knobs. But sometimes they would be adjusted as well, and they'd have to call in the medical respiratory surgeon.
Yeah, that's a really important issue that we.
I just wanted to say that maybe that's an area that really needs to be addressed with the nursing, people. Yeah. Just to
What do you think, Moira?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's it's on our radar for sort of better widespread education in hospitals themselves and aged care facilities for nurses and other sort of staff to become more familiar with the care and the placement of and the support.
Because it can be quite distressing. It's a big thing on your face if it's not working properly.
It's difficult if people aren't then able to use it properly without that guidance. Really good point. Thanks for raising that.
It is 7 minutes to 2. This is Brigitte Duclos on 774 ABC Radio Melbourne. I'm talking to Dr. Moira Junger about CPAP machines and so many calls coming in here for you. It's extraordinary. We have Wendy in Emu Creek. Hello, Wendy.
Hi, Bridge. Hi, Moira. Look, I've had my CPAP machine with the mask for about 3 years now. So, Bridge, I'd just like to say you need to toughen up, though. Because if you do some research onto the impact it's going to have on you or can have on your brain, etc., then you'll persevere, I reckon. But my question for Moira is, when I go away just for a weekend, 1 or 2 nights or something, I'm wondering, is there a travel version that's a lot smaller and compact to carry that I can just replace it with for those nights?
Good question.
I do believe there are there are travel versions, like smaller ones for exactly that purpose.
Yeah, in fact, Wendy, when I went to mine, they did show me my machine you could pull in half and you took half of it if you were travelling. I travelled for one to South Yarra and that was it. But yes, you can definitely get them.
Just Google or look up that for sure.
Great, thank you,
so
Wendy.
They're all safe enough if you just Google them?
Yeah, absolutely. They should be from the same manufacturers and they just have shorter, smaller versions, lighter versions specifically for travel.
Okay, beautiful. Thanks so much for that.
Thank you, Wendy.
Okay, bye-bye.
And actually, I do really like this question from John because I know you were talking about this, Moira. Could you ask Moira her thought on taping your mouth while sleeping?
Yes, this is a great one to. We're going to have a whole segment on that fads. That's a fad that's come probably nearly 10 years ago now.
It's everywhere over Facebook.
Yeah, it's social media. It's Facebook. It hasn't come from the sleep field. It's not. It doesn't have. There's a couple of tiny studies with small numbers, and they're not randomised controlled trials, so not proper evidence. So there is no real proper evidence. It's just something that's come up, and it's great guns. I think it shows me, and we need to act on this, that people are just desperate for anything, especially low cost. But it doesn't. It may work for you, but it's certainly not recommended. It's not anyone with sleep expertise. They would not be recommending you do that, and it's just a media thing.
Yeah. Okay. So because it's funny, once your phone listens to you, I get them on my thing every 2 seconds. Okay. Another call here from Ian. Hello, Ian.
Hello, Bridget. How are you?
Very well, thanks.
That's the way. Yeah, I'm just want to bring up and let people know that bear with it, for God's sake. I've been on mine for about 2 years, and yes, it is annoying, and yes, the lady said it's like an octopus on your face. 100% correct. That's exactly what it's like.
Right. Okay, like the octopus.
But you get used to it.
And look, just people have got to bear with it because it has a really detrimental effect on your health later in life. So stick with it.
Yeah. No, I think one thing we have learnt today, Ian, is that I am a wimp. I need to toughen the hell up.
No, I think we know that just untreated sleep apnea is a risk.
Dangerous.
And so it's a matter of finding a way forward. And it may not be CPAP, but finding a way forward with your untreated sleep apnea.
Okay, Ian is on the line. Hi, Ian. You're speaking to Moira.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for this segment. Look, I've had sleep apnea for many years now, I guess. One thing that I don't think you guys have commented on is the cost of it. I mean, the sleep study tests themselves cost a fortune. The gap payment to the specialist cost a fortune, and the machine costs a fortune. I wouldn't say I love it, but I need it and I use it.
Yeah.
I think it's worth addressing that. I know in Canada they seem to get them for nothing, the machine.
Oh, that's so
I'm not sure why it's so expensive here.
Yeah. I didn't know that, Ian, because I obviously didn't get one for long enough. Are they expensive?
It's very expensive. The costs are coming down, of course, but it's part of our job to advocating and to the government around trying. It's a recommendation from a parliamentary inquiry into sleep health awareness that one of the recommendations is that that the government supports CPAP for all, especially those in need. So that's definitely on our radar.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
that's one of the things. Yeah,
it's really important.
All right, look, we have got a full board of callers, and I'm so sorry that we can't get to you all. However, we will take a few more calls after the news. Dr. Moira Younger is amazing. She's the CEO of the Sleep Foundation. Next time you're in, we do need to talk about these social media fads. We didn't get to them today because
so many calls.
Yeah, and I promise you that I will not try the CPAP again, but I will find an alternative. Whatever that is. So I do understand. I think the most important point to be made is it has to be treated.
Yes.
Yep. All right. I feel I've been told. Dr. Moira Younger, thank you so much for joining us. It is time for the news. We will be back shortly with so much more.